If you wear a smartwatch, you already know it is a fantastic tool for tracking what your body is doing right now. It can measure your daily steps, monitor your sleep cycles, and watch your heart rate pulse by pulse. But checking what your heart is doing at this exact moment leaves a massive blind spot. No device on your wrist can look at the genetic blueprint you inherited from your family and tell you what your heart is likely to do 20 years from now. To measure that inherited risk, you have to go to a doctor's office. And there, instead of using advanced sensors, you are usually handed a piece of paper with a very simple yes or no question. Do you have a family history of heart disease? Look at how that plays out in reality. Imagine a grandfather who manages a mild heart condition at age 82. Now imagine a brother who suffers a fatal heart attack at age 39. On that standard intake form, both of those patients get the exact same checkmark. Decades of medical research show us those two scenarios are completely different. A young, immediate family member having a severe cardiac event carries a significantly heavier genetic warning sign than an older, distant relative having a mild one. By reducing a complex family tree to a single checkbox, our standard risk calculators lose almost all the important details. People walking around with a high genetic risk are left completely unaware of the danger they are actually in. This animation shows how the Heart Risk Calculator app solves that problem. Instead of treating your family history as a simple yes or no, it looks at it like a detailed architectural blueprint of your genetics. The app uses a scientific framework to create a weighted genetic risk score. It calculates the true weight of your family history by looking at 3 specific building blocks. The first block is who. Your relation to the family member matters. An event involving a parent or a sibling carries a heavy mathematical weight because you share so much DNA, while a distant uncle carries a much lighter weight. The second block is when. A heart issue that happens at age 75 is often just a part of natural aging, but a cardiac event that strikes at age 40 is a loud warning sign of an inherited problem. The third block is severity. The app adjusts the calculation depending on the outcome of the event. A fatal heart attack heavily shifts the math, whereas a manageable condition barely moves the needle. The app takes those 3 variables, the who, the when, and the severity, and combines them. The result is your personalized risk score, a number that finally captures the true genetic weight carried in your DNA. A vague yes or no question becomes a precise, mathematically sound measurement of your personal genetic trajectory. When people worry about heart disease, their first instinct is usually to ask their doctor for a preventative scan. But if you carry a high inherited risk, standard scans can lead you straight into what cardiologists call the imaging trap. This diagram shows how a standard scan for hard plaque works. The scanner is looking specifically for hard calcified deposits. Think of it like rust building up on the inside of a metal pipe. The machine sees the hard rust easily. But here is the hidden danger. If you have a strong genetic risk, you can build up dangerous soft plaque instead. Because this plaque hasn't hardened into calcium yet, the scanning beam passes right through it. It registers a perfectly clear reading. For someone carrying a heavy genetic load, getting a 0 score on a standard scan for hard plaque is often a false negative. It feels like a clean bill of health, but the danger is still quietly growing. Recent medical trials confirm that if you have a strong family history of early heart disease, you need an advanced scan for hidden blockages, often called a CT angiogram, to actually see that dangerous soft plaque. If you don't know the true mathematical weight of your family blueprint, you might place all your trust in a standard medical test that is completely blind to your specific type of risk. Your smartwatch and your inherited risk measure 2 different things. Wearables track your present state, and the heart risk calculator tracks your future trajectory. To get the whole picture, you need both. When you use the app, it generates a clear, discussion-ready summary of your family history. More importantly, it gives you a customized list of clinical questions based entirely on your specific data. The app is an educational tool. It doesn't diagnose you or replace your doctor. Its entire purpose is to arm you with the exact right questions to bring to your next medical appointment. Instead of just saying, "Heart disease runs in my family," you can ask your doctor, "Given the early heart attacks in my family tree, could I have soft plaque that a standard scan would miss?" Walking into the clinic with specific, scientifically grounded questions turns a routine annual checkup into a targeted cardiovascular conversation. It ensures your doctor knows exactly what to look for. Your family history is actionable data. You can download the Heart Risk Calculator from the Google Play Store today and start putting that data to work. Remember, this tool is for educational purposes only, so always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions.